Okay, I'm already set down and got myself in place here. I'm going to pick up again on the golden sayings of Epictetus. I'll start with 60. Seek then the real nature of the good, in that without whose presence thou wilt not admit the good to exist in aught else. What then? Are not these other things also works of God? They are, but not preferred to honor, nor are they portions of God. But thou art a thing preferred to honor. Thou art thyself a fragment torn from God. Thou hast a portion of him within thyself. How is it then that thou dost not know thy high descent, dost not know whence thou comest? When thou eatest, wilt thou not remember who thou art that eatest and whom thou feedest? In intercourse, in exercise, in discussion, knowest thou not that it is God whom thou feedest, a God whom thou exercisest, a God whom thou hearest about with thee, O miserable? And thou art perceivest it not. Thinkest thou that I speak of a God of silver or gold that is without thee? Nay, thou bearest him within thee, all unconscious of polluting him with thoughts impure and unclean deeds. Were an image of God present, thou wouldst not dare to act as thou dost. Yet when God himself is present within thee, beholding and hearing all, thou dost not blush to think such thoughts and do such deeds. O thou that art insensible of thine own nature and liest under the wrath of God. 61. Why then are we afraid when we send a young man from the schools into active life, but he should indulge his appetites intemperately, lest he should debase himself by ragged clothing or be puffed up by fine raiment? Knows he not the God within him? Knows he not with whom he is starting on his way? Have we patience to hear him to say, us, would I thee with me? Hast thou not God where thou art, and having him dost thou wilt seek any other? Would he tell thee aught else than these things? Why went thou a statue of Phidias and Athena or a Zeus? Thou wouldst think that both of thyself and thine artificer, and hast thou any sense, thou wouldst strive to do no dishonor to thyself or him that fashioned these, nor appear to beholders in unbefitting guise. But now, because God is thy maker, is that why thou carest not of what sort thou shalt show thyself to be? Yet how different the artists and their workmanship. What human artist's work, for example, has in it the faculties that are displayed in fashioning it? Is it aught but marble, bronze, gold, or ivory? Nay, when the Athena Phidias has put forth her hand and received therein a victory, in that attitude she stands for evermore. But God's works move and breathe. They use and judge the things of sense, the workmanship of such an artist. Wilt thou dishonor him? Aye, when he not only fashioned thee, but placed thee like a ward and the care of guardianship of thyself alone, wilt thou not only forget this, but also do dishonor to what is committed to thy care? If God had entrusted thee with an orphan, wouldst thou have thus neglected him? He hath delivered thee to thine own care, saying, I had none more faithful than myself. Keep this man for me, such as nature hath made him, modest, faithful, high-minded, a stranger to fear, to passion, to perturbation. Such will I show myself to you all, what exempt from sickness, also from age, from death, nay, but accepting sickness, accepting death, as becomes a God. 62. No labor, according to Diogenes, is good, but that which aims at producing courage and strength and soul rather than of body. 63. A guide on finding a man who has lost his way brings him back to the right path. He does not mock and jeer at him and then take himself off. You also must show the unlearned man the truth, and you will see that he will follow. But so long as you do not show it him, you should not mock, but rather feel your own incapacity. Okay, I'll stop there. And I'll begin again on 63 on the next reading. Okay, thank you.